Hey guys, what's up? Alex here. Today we are here with episode 2 of Volkswagen Career Mode on F1 2014. As you guys know from the last episode, this is basically a career mode or co-op career mode on F1 2014, but basically we've got loads of different sort of mods installed, but not really like damage mods or anything, but just like livery mods. Hopefully that makes sense. So you'll see in this video a bit more because we decided to start at the back from this race. We actually had decided to record this before, but I accidentally deleted the footage. So in that last race I did actually start in 22nd place after my controller disconnected on the qualifying lap. So yeah, I decided to start at the back once again to try and make it fair. Will starts in 3rd place I think on the grid here today. So yeah, should be good fun, and obviously starting at the back we'll see all the liveries as well, and I can hopefully run through them as we're going through the grid. So yeah, also if you want me to make another video sort of showing off all of the liveries, can you just let me know in the comment section down below, and also leave a like on this video because it will take quite a bit of time to produce that video. So maybe if we can hit 400 likes on this video, I'll try and get that video up very soon, a video showing all of the liveries off. I'll do it nonetheless, but once we get 400 likes it will give me the motivation to do it as quickly as possible. Yes, so anyway guys, let's get into this race here in Bahrain. It's not actually a co-op season, so we can actually choose what tracks we want to do. So we decided to go for Bahrain as the second round. I'm not too sure what we're doing for the 3rd round yet, but anyway, here we are down near the back of the grid here. You can see to our left here we've got the Ford of Ericsson, and then in front of us we've got the Audi of Chilton. So you'll see the liveries as we try and go past them as quickly as possible, obviously, as well. So we'll see the lights are out and away we go. Ericsson in his Ford gets a pretty good start. Chilton's weaving a bit in his Audi as we head down to turn 1. We're looking down the inside of Chilton, we get past him, which is good. We'll see, I think, the blue Sauber, which is pretty similar to the 2015 Sauber. And you can see there's the sort of grey car, that's the Toro Rosso, which is sort of, I think, the Santa Cruz, or is it a Rockstar? I'm not too sure. But look at this, I get glitched out. I'm not too sure, I glitched into the side pod or something of one of the cars, and it spun me around, which is a bit annoying there. So I made a good couple of positions into the first couple of turns, and then I go and lose it after, I think, side pod glitch, I assume, and that was a bit frustrating there. But anyway, we should be able to get past them once again. We're starting on the prime tyres, doing the alternative strategy, but they're all sort of bottling up a bit here, so we should be able to get past some of these quickly. Getting down the inside of the Audis there's the blue Sauber I was mentioning as well. And yeah, I'm not too sure, I think it's Rockstar we're calling them, I'm not too sure what we're actually calling the Toro Rossos now, I can't remember, but that's the Toro Rosso, for anyone wondering. There's the Sauber, the blue Sauber, similar to the 2015 livery, and this is the orange McLaren, sort of a testing, sort of replica of what they had, like, I think 12-15 years ago, something like that. They ran that sort of livery in testing, so that's them. And then we see the Jordan cars of the Mercedes, so that's Rosberg, obviously, and Hamilton driving for Jordan. I'm not too sure what's happened to Rosberg here. He started on the front row of the grid, I think, and now he's all the way down in 13th, so I think there might have been a bit of an accident there, which meant he falls down the order a bit. And the next car we're looking at is the Minardi of Grosjean, and I think his teammate Maldonado is in front of him. So yeah, the Lotus cars are turned into Minardi, so we'll see them in a second here. I think it's pretty similar to the 2004 or 5 livery, one of the later liveries, I think. I could be wrong, but anyway, that's what I think it looks like as we're heading down to turn 1 here, right up in the slipstream of Grosjean in this Minardi here, heading down to turn 1, looking down the inside. Yes, we are braking there, and there's Kobayashi's forward up into, what's that, 12th place Kobayashi's in? He was in 11th place there for a second, just outside the points. Like, how is he doing that? I don't know, but let's focus on trying to catch up to Maldonado now, who's in front of us. He's got a good 2.5 probably on us here as we're going up to the next sector split any second time now, probably, yes, under the actual banner. I think it's about here. There we are, just less than a second behind Maldonado here, which will put us into the points. We're going to look to the inside here. Yes, we are very late. Move down the inside there and move up ahead of Maldonado there. That's up into the points. And you briefly saw it there, but that's actually the KFC Williams livery on Massa. Not that much different, just got a KFC sticker on it. But anyway, this is one of the more funny liveries we've got installed. It's sort of the police interceptor onto the Force India. As we head down to turn 1, you'll see the Bottas KFC Williams. It's just got a bit of a red stripe down it as well. But yeah, the Force India police interceptor thing is kind of quite funny, I think, at least. So that's what we've got installed on them. And then the Ferraris in front of us as well. We have sort of just a black Ferrari livery, and I think it looks quite cool in all honesty there. You can see it. Didn't really mean to hit into him there, but I managed to get past Raikkonen in the end there. And Hulkenberg's the next person in front of us here in his police interceptor. Heading down to turn 1, we managed to get the move done, and ahead of him. Now that's 4th place, just behind Alonso now for a podium. It's a big fight at the front between Will and Hamilton. Will is actually currently leading. Hamilton's, I think, about 3 or 4 seconds back from him at this current time. You can see on the mini-map, maybe 2-3 seconds, maybe not 3 or 4, but it's quite close between the top 2 there. But let's put our attention to try and get past Alonso before we try and put our attention to trying to catch down the front 2 here. We're right behind Alonso here, about 7/10 through that gap, but it's a lot closer as we head to the hairpin down the inside, and we've got the move done on Fernando Alonso and his Ferrari, and we are up into the podium positions now. 3rd place, here we are. And look at this, guys. What? How is that even possible? Why does that game do this sometimes? I really don't know. It's a bit annoying, isn't it, when stuff like that happens in the game, because like there's nothing you can do about it. You're sort of stuck on the curb, and if you steer you get auto spun, and if you go down the curb you might end up in the other wall. So it's a bit annoying sometimes, that, but I guess it is what it is, and I really hope stuff like that is fixed for F1 2015. The auto spin on the curbs, I think that was an auto spin. I mean, sometimes I don't think it is, but that time I do think it was. But you saw we got into the lead obviously after everyone pitted. Our different strategy meant that we pit on lap number 9, going on to pit lap number 10 actually, technically, as I suppose, as we enter the pit stall. But switching over to the option tyres here, the soft compound, and a 3.7 stop once again from the Volkswagen pit crew, and a pretty decent stop from there, and it's dropped us down to 3rd place here. We'll see what the sort of time is to Hamilton in front of us as we come out of the pits, and maybe a bit more of an important question: do we come out in front of Alonso, who we were behind, I think, before the pit stop stages? Yes, we do. We've jumped Alonso. We're up into 3rd place here after a good couple of laps, whilst everyone else had stopped, which is good. Now we're going to try and close down the cars in front of us, and this is going on to lap number 11 here, and we're in the fast fuel mixture. We've got the good tyres on. I was like, right, let's go for a really fast lap time, and let's try my best to close this gap. It's nearly 8 seconds to Hamilton. We've got 4 laps to try and close that down, so that's just under 2 seconds a lap. I've got to close down on Hamilton here to possibly get past him. It's going to be a big task, but I might be able to do it if I am fast enough on these tyres with the fast fuel mixture and everything. We'll see what the gap is through this next sector time here. What is it? Oh, it's closed down. It's just 7 seconds now, so that's 0.8 of a second gained in that first sector there, purple sector as well. So that means fastest first sector of the race here. You can see on the minimap any second now, Will's got quite a bit of advantage over Hamilton now. It's about 3 or 4 seconds, so we're not going to be catching Will, let's be honest, but we might be able to catch Hamilton, especially if we continue at this sort of pace. 0.8 of a second a sector, or 3/4 of a second a sector, depends how much it is, but we might actually be able to catch Hamilton here, and that would be good. If we catch Hamilton here, that means, and overtake him, we do sort of stay in the lead of the championship. If we finish in 3rd place here, we still sort of draw on points with not Hamilton. We still draw on points with Will if we finish in this position here, because he finished 3rd in Australia and I won. So if I finished 3rd here and he won in Bahrain, then it would be equal on points. I think 40 points it would be if we stayed in these positions here. But anyway, final corner here. Let's see what this lap time is. It's been really good, isn't it? 2 purple sectors. What's it going to be across the start-finish line? We're not going to have DRS, obviously, but across the line, it's a 34.159. What a crazy lap time that was. And I think, was that 3.4 seconds we gained? Or was it, I don't know, maybe is it even 4 seconds nearly we gained on Hamilton on that lap? I don't even know, but crazy stuff. Gaps under 5 seconds now, and we've got a real chance of possibly getting past Hamilton here. And it's lap number 13, and we're right up behind Hamilton here. We're into the slipstream. We're looking down the turn 1, maybe going for an overtake. We've got the DRS and everything as well. We're down the inside of Hamilton into turn 1. We've got that move done. He's looking maybe around the outside once again, but we've got just the superior tyre grip here, the extra grip out the corners, and we managed to get ahead of Hamilton there and put out a bit of a gap. But this is actually the end of the lap here. You can see I pulled out nearly a 2-second gap to Hamilton, and final corner. Can we get another fastest lap here? It's going to be quite close up to the start finish line. I don't think we're going to do it. No, we just missed out by, I think, 0.4 of a second on that last lap there, but 1.1 seconds after all that craziness that went on that race. Start from the back, spinning on the first lap, then spinning on the auto spin curve, but halfway through the race with the alternative strategy and everything, we still only finished 1 second behind Will. So a really good race. Will deserved the win. He drove sensibly. He didn't really push a huge amount. He built the gap to Hamilton, but then didn't really push a huge amount after that. So a good race from Will, and you can see those lap times. You might think like I'm hacking or something, but I'm not. That was just a really good lap time there, and everything just went right, obviously with the tyre cooling and everything. So yeah, that's the Bahrain results, and this is how the standings look after it. I'm still leading the championship on 43 points. Will's in second place, only 3 points behind now on 40 points, and Hamilton is in third place on 33 points. Then it's Alonso, Bottas, Perez, Hulkenberg, Magnussen, Button and Raikkonen is the top 10 there. You can see both of the police interceptor cars have moved up the order in the standings a bit there, which is good for them. And looking at the constructors, Volkswagen, we still lead. Quite a big gap now, nearly 40 points over Jordan in second place there. Then Ferrari in third place, only 2 points behind now. Police Interceptor F1 in fourth place. They've jumped up from sixth place, so that's good for them. They're on 22 points. And Orange McLaren are on 16 points. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in about a week's time for more Volkswagen career mode. It's been AlexZAfRo. Goodbye.